find some that I favorited during the week.
Okay.
And
let me pull up in the chat, right? I want to pull up the chat.
Okay. No.
Wait, we're going to do the chat. We're going to do both.
Okay, all right.
N. Holzhauser. Does the Wide-9 alignment make it harder or easier for the ends to set the edge? That hard, huh?
Yes,
that hard of a question?
That hard. The Wide-9 basically encourages offenses to run inside and run a draw because the penetration is coming so much from the edges. You're so upfield, so if you're trying to run something outside, you got to hesitate and wait to make the read. So,
and that's when the linebackers kind of fill in the gaps and swallow you.
They're supposed to.
Right.
Now, the problem that I see with the Wide-9 is if teams are just running at you head on, and you got one weak tackle, Sue, throw a center and a guard on Sue.
Right.
Okay, he's neutralized. Now you got one guard on Jordan Phillips or Earl Mitchell, and if he handles his man, and let's say you got a good guard and that center is able to leak off Sue and go to the linebacker, it's Kiko on a guard or Kiko on a center.
Right.
It ain't good.
Well, and I know there are not very many teams that employ fullbacks anymore, but I would imagine if you were playing a Wide-9 defense.
I would love to see a Wide-9 defense versus a fullback.
Versus the fullback, right?
Yeah, that's actually a good concept. I never even thought about that. Fullbacks are so extinct that who the hell runs a fullback anymore?
I think some teams still have it. Like the Niners still do. Will Reshad Jones be a Pro Bowler this season? That's from AJ Sweet.
I think he will. He's got the name recognition, and half of Pro Bowl is making name recognition. Reshad stay healthy for all 16 games. He's going to produce 100 tackles. Yes. He's going to have at least 4 interceptions. Yes.
He's going to make the big plays. He's going to make the flashy plays. He's going to make.
To me, the biggest issue with Reshad is, and this is something that people overlook all the time. There are plays that he makes.
Right.
Because he just sees it and instincts and goes for it. And this has been an issue throughout his career. And then there are things that he sees that he misreads, or the quarterbacks are game planning for him, and it fools him. And then, quarterback's out there isolated, solo, and it happened in the Giants game with that good receiver, Odell Beckham.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah. Odell Beckham wasn't supposed to be covered by Brent Grimes solo, one-on-one, so much. He's supposed to have help over the safety top.
Right.
Well, the help was great game plan. They hoodwinked Reshad, and all of a sudden, a lot of players are out there exposed, naked. And it got to the point last year where there were cornerbacks who were like, yo, I'm not playing. Like, I can't trust these guys. I'm not playing. And, none of those quarterbacks are here anymore because they got traded. But
Right. And so we'd urge you, though, to watch that a little bit more, because you're going to see Xavier Howard or Abdul Quddus chasing after a guy, and you're going to be like, oh, Howard Quddus, they got beat, and you're like, no.
How could they get beat that wide open? Don't they know them? No, you're in zone, you have safety help over the top, but all of a sudden the safety help is gone. If you see a wide receiver running downfield with nobody on top of him, some safety screwed up.
You're right.
That happened a lot last year.
Yeah. I had Slick.
Will Finns be able to exploit the seams against Seattle's cover 3 scheme? That comes from Omar Paulino. No. I think the best that you can do is attack Seattle with Jarvis Landry in the slot, attack their linebackers with the tight ends. I think you'll see a lot of 2 tight end sets. Pray to God Deion Sims catches the ball. Pray to God Jordan Cameron catches the ball. I think that's the best you're going to be able to do in order to attack their defense and run the ball.
How about Dave S.? How do you see Tom Brady's suspension affecting the AFC East?
I think if the Patriots win 2 of their 4 games without Tom Brady, they're still going to win 12.
Yeah,
and they're going to win the AFC East. I think the only team that can challenge them in the AFC East is the New York Jets.
Clyde Christensen.
I know that name. Okay.
Slick 6971. How much of a role does he even play if he doesn't call the offensive plays?
There are a lot of things that you can do without calling the plays. You lay it out there. Your coach is, Adam Gase is not sitting there with the entire playbook,
right?
And he doesn't see the full length of the field. He doesn't know what teams are, what safeties are doing over the top. Christensen is there to communicate all those things to him and say, hey, maybe we want to go with a run. Here are your 3 options. Hey, here are our 3rd down plays. Here, this is what you want to do. this is what I recommend. I mean, it's a team effort to call plays in any phase of the game, offense or defense. Just because you're not the play caller and you're not the guy who's in the headset of the quarterback, that doesn't mean that you're not important.
That makes sense. AJ, another true or false, Jarvis Landry, 10 touchdowns.
No, false. No, I don't think Jarvis Landry is going to get 10. Keep in mind that this is a contract year for him. 10 means he's going to be breaking the bank. No, he's not a contract year. Next year he can get a new contract. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be feeding him in the red zone. They're probably going to be feeding Kenny Stills.
You know what's interesting?
What's that?
I heard this today. Jarvis Landry finished 3rd in the NFL last year in red zone targets.
It doesn't surprise me. And
he scored 2 red zone touchdowns.
Probably was number 2 in the NFL, probably top 5 in the NFL in third down conversions. I mean, Jarvis Landry is the blankie.
Right, but the issue is he doesn't get in the end zone, and
he doesn't score in the end zone. It's 2 close quarters, and he's got to work miracles. It's too close of a confined space. Here's a question from Wayne Cox: Ajayi will be better now that the pressure's off him to become a starter. You say no?
I mean,
he worked very hard for this opportunity. He just didn't produce.
Yeah.
I think right now Jay Ajayi should be working hard to preserve his NFL career. There are guys, and I will name one, David Cobb, who is on the Steelers practice squad, who I would rather be on the Dolphins 53-man roster than Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi has proven nothing in the NFL. Not that David Cobb has proven something, but I think he's a better talent.
Right.
And Ajayi needs to produce on special teams. He needs to produce as a third down back. He needs to produce when his opportunity, his numbers called to extend his stay. I would be surprised if he's not either on IR or cut by the end of the season. I would really be surprised.
Well, and the thing is, are we sure that Jay Ajayi is better than Kenyon Drake?
No, I don't know if he is better than Kenyon Drake.
I don't think he is.
No.
The 5th round draft pick. Drake was a
Drake was a third round.
Third round
Draft pick. Yeah. No, Kenyon Drake cannot block, and when he learns how to pass block and can protect the quarterback, I'm from the people who are U fans will know this. I'm from the Don Solinger school of backs.
Yeah.
Don Solinger is former University of Miami running backs coach, Southridge legend, great coach in this community. He has developed a dozen NFL backs, not just ordinary backs. Edgerrin James, Clinton Portis, Frank Gore.
Great players.
Great players. If you can't block and protect the quarterback, which is the most valuable piece on your team, it's like a chess piece in chess. You got to have somebody to protect your king. If you're not, the running back is the queen. If you got a weak queen, your king is going to be killed. And I don't play running backs that can't protect the quarterback.
Especially in 2016, for sure.
Yeah.
Question just came in from Eric. What is the weakness of the Seattle D, and can Miami exploit it? Is there...
Yes, linebackers, the outside linebackers. I don't think that safety is amazing. Their safety play is amazing. They've got one great cornerback. The rest are just guys. Linebackers. Attack the linebackers. Attack them with Arian Foster. Attack them with your tight ends. That's the way you can convert third downs. That's the way you can create creases in the red zone. Attack the linebackers.
Wear them down.
Yeah.
All right. We got some good questions here. I like it.
Center, Pouncey at guard combo fix the Dolphins' running game. That's from Lorenzo Ontari. Honor. I can't even say your name, bro. No, I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't know if Steen can play. He had one exhibition game where he was a starting center and a couple games as a backup. Okay, that's great. Let's actually get to the point where we just get Mike Pouncey healthy and see what he can do. And then we can assess Anthony Steen, who was undrafted, folks. Like, let's
never played it in a game. I mean,
never played center in a game. Let's calm down. Now his mentality has been very good. He's responded to it, but let's be real and not pretend like there are going to be 3 guys who are going to be starting their first NFL game: Laramie Tunsil, Xavier Howard, and Anthony Steen. Tell me what's wrong with that picture.
Yeah, Xavier Howard.
One is an undrafted player.
One's an undrafted player. Right.
One's an undrafted player.
Well, I mean,
didn't even make the first 2 teams he was on.
Let's be honest. If there are no botched center to quarterback snaps, that's a win. This is his first NFL game.
raise your bar a little bit. Just a
No.
little bit. He's got great running lanes, man. You're from Alabama. You're from Alabama. You should know how to run the ball. You should know how to run block.
Hey, will they sign Cortland Finnegan?
No, I don't think they.
I just like that question.
I like Cortland Finnegan. I thought he was a decent player. I mean, he could definitely help you, but I don't think they're. Hey, Cortland Finnegan in the slot can make it happen.
Let's take one more. You ready? We're done. We've been doing this for a while. Ryan, last question from Ryan. What is the better formation for the offense this year, with 3 receivers or 3 tight ends? Sorry, 2 tight ends. 3 receivers or 2 tight ends?
Depends on who that third receiver is.
Okay. Healthy Devontae Parker.
Oh, without a doubt, a healthy Devontae Parker. Your 3 receivers are all dynamic. Devontae can go 9. Kenny can go 9. Jarvis can eat you up inside as a tough slot receiver. The movement can create great mismatches. So, yeah, you're going to go with 3 receivers. I mean, that's not a fair question because we haven't really seen anything from the tight ends this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 2 tight ends is important to running the ball.
Well, and they can block all right. That's one thing we've said from Cameron. These guys can block.
60-40 offense where you're going to see a lot of 2 tight end packages, probably 40% of the time. You're going to see a lot of 3 receiver sets, 40% of the time. The question is, what role does Jakeem Grant play? Because Jakeem is a slot, and he's not a very good slot right now, but he's being groomed to be a slot. Can he find those creases and openings that Jarvis is teaching him how to do? And then Leonte Carew. How much can he be effective as a split end? Does he know the hot routes? Does he know the reads? Is he going to be playing fast, or is he going to be playing at the speed level of a rookie, which is always an issue? You can't play at 70% in the NFL on a regular season game. You can do that in the exhibition game, but I think I like Leonte Carew, but I have not seen what I expected to see from him in training camp and OTAs, training camp, and the exhibition season. He's got to take his game up to the next level.
All right. I think we took our game up to the next level for the season started. So thanks so much for watching X's and Omar Overtime in the show. And we'll be back here next week, 1 o'clock on Wednesday.